Ever see a farmyard as happy as this one? They have good reason to be happy, for no toy enjoys greater perennial popularity than the little rubber figure that squeals when it's pressed. Such figures are turned out by the thousands each year at companies like Rempel Manufacturing Incorporated of Akron, Ohio, and still the demand continues to grow. Here, a herd of rubber horses come out of the mold. The toys are made of a water-soluble latex which we see being poured into the molds. The molds are of plaster which will absorb the water in the latex solution as the molds, clamped together half a dozen at a time, slowly revolve. The rotation also distributes the drying latex in an even layer around the inside of each mold. Removed from the molds and cured in a low-temperature oven, the toys now are ready for extensive finishing that will transform them from what seem to be shapeless blobs of rubber into little animals and people with distinctive characters all their own. First step in the finishing will be trimming off the excess rubber around the edges. They buff the toy smooth, leaving not a trace of the rind, as it's called. And now that distinctive character we spoke of really begins to develop. Here in the paint department, where the toy moves along from one painter to the next, and each girl masks off all but the features that will get one certain color of paint. Color for the little cowboy's hat is now sprayed on. Does your doll feel dull and listless, weary and woebegone? Well, here's the treatment that will put a sparkle back in his eye. This tiny gentleman is currently one of the favorites in a line that adds new members every year. All of them the creation of the company's founder, D.G. Rempel, a man who fled Soviet Russia 30 years ago to build a life of his own in a free society. Build it he did, and in the process, he started a flourishing business that has brought happiness to many thousands of children in his adopted homeland.